I get out the car. I'm like, this about to be light. I walked over to Red. I'm like, yeah, you want me to put the bags in the car? Next thing you know, the lady talking about some, yeah, it shows that y'all only paid for a donut. That's at the bag. She's like, yeah, if y'all don't want anything, y'all can just put it to the side. Put it to the side. You try to call me a bro because if they don't see any of this, they're gonna end up calling the police.
Cause I'm beautiful, yeah. When I'm with you, no question that this girl's to hate on me. Cause I'm beautiful.
Hey y'all, so right now I'm waiting on my sister. I'm supposed to be picking her up from work, so I decided why not do a YouTube video on the time I got caught stealing for the first time. Yeah, so I'm not going to say the date, I'm not going to say when this was, but just know I got caught looking like a dummy. So, let's just get straight to the story. So basically the night before, um, so I was supposed to be going. I was going to the store with somebody else. It wasn't just me. So the night before, I'm talking to them. I'm like, yeah, no. They like, yeah, you want to go to Wawa tomorrow? I'm like, yeah, cool, we can go. So next day come in the morning. Yeah, we still going to Wawa? Yeah, yeah, cool. So we ended up going, and so as we pulled up, so me and them had discussed like, yeah, who gonna I'm gonna put gas inside the car, which is me. I'm gonna put gas in the car, and they was gonna ring up the snacks, ring up the food and stuff. Cool. So we ended up pulling up or whatever. I get out the car. I'm like, this about to be light. This about to be light. We walk in. First thing I grab, Lay's donut. Grab. Next thing you know, I went over to grab me a breakfast sandwich, a bagel, bacon, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwich. Cool. I walk over to them. I see they asking the lady to make them some food. Red flag. Don't ask anybody to make any food if you about to steal or whatever. So they made 3 waffle sandwiches, breakfast sandwiches, or whatever. And you know, it's some cartons that is already pre-made that you could just snatch off the shelf. It's not the ones that you go to the iPad and then make it make it or whatever. Yeah, so I walked over to the person I was with. I'm gonna just call them. I'm gonna just call them Red. I'm gonna call them Red because I don't want to put anybody on blast. So I walk over to Red, and they getting all this stuff. And mind you, alright, so this is not the first time I took anything from Wawa. Like at first I would be doing it like just to play around, whatever. You know, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. Yeah. So this is the first time I ever grabbed all this stuff. I'm like, nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen. Mm. Shut up. Just shut up, Janiyah. You don't even know that. You do not know that yet. So, then, yeah, I went over to Red. I'm like, yeah, you think this is a little bit too much, or you think I should wait till later to get the rest of the stuff? Because I did grab a lot of stuff, like, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But mainly breakfast and lunch. So, grab the stuff or whatever. And, we went to check out. So, Red had asked the lady, Red was like, yeah, can we get a bag? The lady like, yeah, sure. She passed us a bag. Passed us a bag. So then, when we got the bag, I had hurried up and put some stuff inside the bag. Well, not hurried up, like I put it in the bag, like as if we was like basically like buying it or something. Like I don't know how to explain it, but we did this before and we never got caught. So put the stuff in the bag or whatever, and then Red continued to ask, can we get another bag? She's like, sure. She passed it to us, and then Red puts Red's stuff inside of Red's bag. Cool. So, then we ended up proceeding to pay for one strawberry donut, and it came out to 118. Cool. Next thing you know, we tried to Apple Pay. Red like, yeah, let me try to do it on my phone first. So then Red was like, oh, I forgot, I locked my car. I'm like, let me just do it so that it won't look like we just like procrastinate and whatever, so we could just hurry up and just dip. So I ended up paying for that strawberry donut 118. I'm like, cool. Next thing you know, we got two big bags. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to go pay for the gas. Red is like, you don't want to pay for it at the pump? I'm like, no, I don't want to pay for it at the pump. You know, because my mom always told me, don't pay for anything at the pump because it be some scammers out there. And I wasn't trying to be getting scammed, okay? I'm like, no, that's my sister. She about to text me. She probably gonna tell me. Oh, yeah. So Red was holding both of the big behind bags, and I went to go pay for gas. So I put $15 inside of the car. Okay, and I'm not gonna lie, with all that stuff would have came up to probably like $35, $40. So as I paid for the gas. I see the lady. She's over there, like the lady that's paying for me at the register. She's over here talking stuff for headset. I wasn't paying it no mind because I'm like, she's just talking to the people in her headset. So I hear her say something like, yeah, sausage. She said sausage. Then she said donut. I'm like, donut. But I wasn't thinking nothing of it. So mind you, all them so I wasn't thinking nobody actually saw us putting the stuff in their bags. So I walked over to Red. I'm like, yeah, you want me to put the bags in the car? Next thing you know, Red reached over for the waffles, sandwiches, and then next thing you know, the lady talking about something. Yeah, it shows that you only paid for a donut. Huh? You said you said what? I'm like, huh? Then she showed the receipt. It says that only a donut had went through. So she showed the receipt. I'm looking at it like a dumb. I'm looking at I didn't know what she was talking about. I'm looking at I'm like, what? Red over here like, what? Look at on they phone. They scrolling up and down like they like that don't make sense. So I'm like, ain't no way. I'm like, all right, we're just gonna scan it over again. Looking like a dummy. I started scanning some stuff. No, the lady that passed us the bag, she's like, yeah, if y'all don't want anything, y'all can just put it to the side. Put it to the side. You try to call me a broke bitch? You try to call me broke? If I'm telling you I paid for this stuff, I paid for it. Okay? Anyways, so I ended up scanning some stuff. One something, three something, 7.99. I'm scanning more stuff. It coming to 18 sound. I'm like, who? It's who? I check my accounts, check my chime account. -$4. Check my Cash App account. $18. Check my Apple Pay. 22. Oh, okay. So I'm like, all right, cool. Red over here talking about some. You really want that donut? You really want that salad? I'm over here like, I'm trying to pay for everything. I don't want them to think we actually stole. We're gonna be looking like dummies. I'm like, alright, cool, take that salad off. We take the salad off, goes down to $13.68. Cool. We're gonna pay for it. Knowing that I got $18 in my account, we're gonna pay for it. I don't want them to think I'm broke. Girl, they already think you broke. They see you stole. The lady over here talking about something. Yeah, if y'all don't want anything, just put it to the side. Put it to the side. You trying to call me a broke? You are. Anyways, she's like, Yeah, just put it to the side, or just give it to me, uh, because if they don't see any of this, they're going to end up calling the police, calling the call, calling the police. Who trying to go to jail? Not me. I'm I'm not going to jail. But I'm not going to jail. I didn't steal. I did not steal. Next thing you know, we proceeded to pay $13.68. The lady all on the side or whatever, trying to make sure we pay for everything. She ended up, so it said, "Do you want a receipt?" She ended up pressing yes. She heard that press yes. I'm like, all right, cool. I ain't steal none. So she ended up looking at the receipt. I put all the stuff. I put all the stuff to the side that we paid for. She's like, "Yeah, y'all didn't pay for this." I said, "Yes, I did." She's literally pointing to the item. I'm like, "It says right there. I did. No, I didn't. I wasn't aggressive or whatever." I was like, "It says right there. I did pay for it. I paid for it." Next, you know, she's like, "Yeah, what about this app, this donut?" I'm like, "I paid for it. I paid for that too." So then she's like, "What? And the salad? It doesn't show that you paid for the salad." I'm like, "Yes, we did." But then I remember, I'm like, "Oh yeah, we did take it off." I'm like, "Yeah, we didn't." She took it off. So we put everything in the bag. First of all, she was bagging the stuff up for us. She didn't even notice that one of the juices we didn't pay for. So we did get one juice for free, but I'm not going to condone that. So we put all the other stuff to the side. Red over here talking about some, "Yeah, you can just take all these over here too." First of all, Red grabbing all this stuff. Red grabbing two big drinks, two big bags of chips, and all this other stuff. First of alright, so we ended up paying for the stuff. We walk our behinds out. We over here looking like, dang, we really got caught. Got to the car. Me and Red over here talking. I knew we should have. Red told my son, I knew we should have just went inside the car, put this stuff inside there. I'm like, they would have called the license plate anyway, because they would have. They would have called me. They would have came up to my house. Well, that's just in my head. But they would have caught us. They definitely would have. So, the whole time, like, explaining, because Red is like, "Yeah, they wouldn't have, said anything, da da da." I'm like, "Yes, they would have." So inside my car, it's like a beeping noise whenever you don't put a seatbelt on. So I put my seatbelt on, Red seatbelt still not on. That noise is going the whole time. It's like, that time when you get caught like doing something that you're not supposed to be doing. It's like one of those moments where it's just like, dang, like all that was just happening. Like it was just like, of course that noise had to play like in that type of moment. So. So me and Red, we ended up just cracking up about it and stuff, making jokes about it and stuff. But yeah, y'all, that's it for this story. If y'all want another story time or anything, drop down below what y'all want to see a story time on or any ideas for YouTube videos. This is chapter 3 or chapter 2. I don't know when I'm gonna edit this, so because I have a video before this, so I'm gonna say this chapter 3. But if I edit this before, then I'm gonna say it's chapter 2. So it's chapter 2 or 3, and we out. That's what I was about to say. So when Red was trying to get the waffle sandwiches, Red was talking about something. The man that was making the sandwiches and stuff, the man that was making the Wawa food was looking at Red weird, like in a type of way, like, "I just saw you steal," or something like that. One thing I'm gonna say is I do not condone stealing. Don't ever steal. And another thing is, um, if you know you don't got no money to back up your lies and stealing, don't do it. Don't. Another thing I'm gonna say is, God, please forgive me for this. I already prayed for him after that whole situation, and I think that was a sign to God, trying to tell me, don't do this, don't do that, stop doing this, stop doing that, whatever. And yeah, so yeah, I don't condone any of that, and yeah, have a good day.
Trust in me. I get you said I keep trusting you.